Who should you be angry with? Who should I be angry with? We'll talk about it. Back again. So, one of the issues that I feel compelled to comment on is something that I deal with pretty much every day. And those of you who know me, have read anything that I've written, or have watched any of my videos, should know by now that I don't play favorites with either side, Republican or Democrat. As far as I'm concerned, both are responsible for the mess this country is in, and both have their own little peccadillos, their issues that they're big on, the things they want to spend money on, the laws they want to pass, the rights they're willing to trample on. So they both do it. So I'd get yelled at from both sides quite often. In fact, some of you may have fussed at me about something. You don't like what I had to say about your party. Now, recently, it's been mostly the Democrats, I'll grant you, because as is often the case when the Republicans are out of power, they kind of go to ground. I mean, every now and then one of them will pop his head up and say something and try to say the right things to make them look good to their people. But we all know what happens when Republicans get elected. They're a bunch of cowards, and they don't do anything they said they were going to do. There may be a handful of them, I'll grant you, but for the most part, the party itself, they don't get anything done. They certainly don't do the things they say they're going to do. So my question for you is this. When you get angry, and I'm often angry, I think you know that, who are you angry with? Are you able to focus that anger? Are you able to point and say, I'm angry with that person, or I'm angry with this group, or I'm angry with that agency over there? Are you taking your anger out on the right person is basically what I'm getting to. I know it's easy to be angry at a lot of different things, but if you're going to fix things, if you're going to solve problems, you need to find the source and be angry with the right people. Cut the head off of the snake, so to speak. Now then, I get a lot of feedback from both people on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. I'll say things that they don't like. They come back with a snarky remark or challenging me and telling me I'm wrong, et cetera, and that's fine. You know, like I said before, we've all got our opinions. But let me ask you, what have I done to take more money out of your paycheck? Have I raised your taxes? Have I raised a tax on a item? If you go to the store and buy something and you have to pay extra tax on it, was that me that did that? If you live in Richmond, Virginia, or Henrico County, and you have to pay an extra 4.5% meals tax on top of the state sales tax, was that me that did that? When you go to the gas pump and you buy gas, and most of that cost of a gallon of gas is going to the government in taxes, not to the big oil company. The bulk of the money made on a sale of a gallon of gas is going to the government. Was that me that did that? When somebody's rights get taken from them, when the Fourth Amendment gets violated, when the police can kick your door in without announcing themselves or having a warrant, when the federal government can spy on you without a warrant, or just because they feel like it. Was that me that did that? Well, was it? So when I point these things out, when I come on my Facebook page or I come in here and make a video and I say, you know, the Republicans did this, the Democrats did that, the federal government is doing this. Who is it that's actually doing these things? Is it me or is it them? Are you going to get mad at me? Are you going to shoot the messenger just because you don't like the message? Okay, I mean, that's your prerogative if you want to do that, but that doesn't fix or solve the problem, does it? So get mad at me if you want. And I've got a pretty thick skin. I've had people calling me everything in the book, so I'm used to being called names. I'm used to being called crazy, conspiracy nut, whatever you want to call me, have at it. It's not going to change a thing that I do. It's not going to change the way that I think. And it's certainly not going to stop me from voicing my opinion and telling you what I think the problems are. But at the end of the day, when you get all worked up and you're angry and you want to find someone to yell at or pick on, just understand this. Floyd Bayne is not the one taking your rights away from you. Floyd Bayne is not the one taking more money out of your paycheck. So if you want to get angry, find the right source and direct that anger where it needs to be so you can fix the problem. Okay?